Click. Snap. Stack. Benders on stream. Yeah. The brakes are back. Hey. Hey. Oh. Got a tower to the ceiling. Spaceships in his room. Tiny plastic dream worlds blasting through the Zoom. Chat's going crazy as the cameras roll. Clock and tamers in the lobby, yeah, they're ready to go. Benders break-tastic bills. Watch him stack that world so high. Benders break-tastic bills. From a single block to the sky. Clock and tamers in the chat. Hear the battle cry begin. Run the ducks, release the Kraken. Let the brick storm win. Click, clack, city, racers on the track. Brick build villains, heroes fighting back. Every little minifig waiting in the wings. Till Bender shouts a code name, and the Kraken sings. Bender's brick-tastic builds. Watch him stack that world so high. Bender's brick-tastic builds. From a single block to the sky. Clock and tamers in the chat. Hear the battle cry begin. Run the dust, release the Kraken.
Hello there.
Let the brick storm win. From the screen to your room, you can build it too. Every click, every brick is a call to you. So grab your crew, count it down. 3, 2, 1, attack. Quack and Tamers on the move, and they're never turning back. Bender's brick-tastic builds. Watch him stack that world so high. Bender's brick-tastic builds. From a single block to the sky. Quack and Tamers side by side. Yeah, the legends all begin. Run the ducks, release the Kraken. Let the brick storm win. Bender's brick-tastic builds. Hey, brick by brick again. Run the ducks, release the Kraken. Let the brick storm win.
Hello there.
Living life in blocks of color and imagination.
Hello there.
Together is a brand new creation. Build builds
I hear shots! Okay, ma'am, calm down. What kind of shots?
building dreams tonight. Bricktastic, we're gonna build it up high. Catch you on the brick side as we reach for the sky. Building dreams, let's make it real, let's make it true. Come join us on the stream, we're building it with you. From small sets to the grandest, we'll conquer everything. Bender's got the magic touch, the master of the scene. Piece by piece, we're crafting worlds with our own hands. Building memories that will last as we build castles in the sand. Bricktastic, we're gonna build it up high. Catch you on the brick side as we reach for the sky. Building dreams, let's make it real, let's make it true. Come join us on the stream, we're building it with you. It's time to start a brand new day. With Bender Bills, we're here to play. Grab your bricks, let's make some magic. We're gonna build and it's gonna be fantastic. Ooh, yeah. Come on, let's build it together. bricks in the sky. And the bills were just build it together. Piece by piece, we'll make it last forever. In this world where anything can be done, then the bills, let's have some fun. Ooh, yeah. Come on, let's build it together. Piece by piece, we'll make it last forever.
All right, people, welcome on into Bender's Bricktastic Builds Live. It is just after 5 o'clock here in Chicago, and today we are building a Baby Bumpy Ankylosaurus. This is the first entry into the Jurassic World baby dinosaurs. It is specifically from Jurassic World Cast Theory, the cartoon on Netflix. But they have since had Little Edie and Dolores, which Dolores was from the newest movie. So this is like I said, this is the first one. We're gonna build it. I don't have the other ones at
Hello
this
there.
time, but this one's cute and I want to build it. Brixplorium, welcome on in. Let's see who else we got here. Because this gentleman is certainly not the first, but he could grab third.
Hello there.
If he so desired. Gundam C. Moby's in the house. Welcome on in. You got Nicholas here. How you doing today? Jay Maxwell with the brown hydrate. I got it ready for you right here. Cheers.
And that's what I call high quality.
Ooh, all right. You guys aren't following Brixplorium. You should be. Currently on a hiatus, but you could be ready for when he's back for his triumphant return. We all know that setting up to do some brick building is thirsty work, especially when you start out with a shot. So, cheers to you. Thank you. All right. Keep going. That's someone trying to advertise on Kick. All right, we caught up. So building new dinosaurs out of dead dinosaurs? Yes. Yes, I am. Exactly how it's going. That's my jam right there. It's a little cute little box. If we finish this one, we'll probably finish this one early. If I'm still up for streaming, just because I am. I have been like nodding off all day. I've been drinking so many energy drinks and stuff to stay up. I don't know. I must not have slept well. I didn't think it was that bad, but oh, that just slid in. I thought that was a bad time. All right, there we go. If I'm up for staying on a little bit longer, we'll figure out something else maybe to build, or I'll start working on the Brick World mock, testing out pieces and stuff. Because I did finally get the mesh in. It doesn't match up perfectly to the Lego one, and you'll see that at some point. But it is still very usable, and I think unless I run into issues, which obviously that's why we test. Morbid. It is morbid using dead dinos to build other dinos. It's okay. I actually was listening to a whole thing about how one of the reasons plastic recycling sucks is because it's essentially cheaper just to make new plastic. The resources are there and it's cheaper. And they went through a whole thing like, yeah, just I was actually kind of amazed. I was like, oh wow, that's not great. That's not great for plastic makers. But yeah, it's actually a way more expensive process to recycle it. Need to take a break from packing? Oh yeah, definitely. Take a break from packing, dude. How much further? Okay. Okay, yeah. Alright, I see. Blah. Alright, and look at that. With little effort other than opening the bag.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
And just want to publicly apologize to G Monkey once again for forgetting to bring his winnings to the lug meeting on Sunday, and of course to return his pirates to him. But you know, after he threatened to shoot me today, I just wanted to make sure that I publicly apologize to him for forgetting to bring that to him twice. Granted, the first time was just off the cuff. But I did promise I would have brought the stuff to the lug meeting. You still need to get. You better get him his winnings, because he's packing heat from what I heard on a local stream today. He was guns a-blazing. I missed something before that. I saw it and it went away. Hold on. All right, Nicholas, you moved on from dodgeball. Now you're doing basketball and sports samplers. How you doing compared to the other kids? Since you have like a kind of a leg up since you already played basketball. Are you dribbling circles around them? Are you juking them out? How you doing? Oh yeah, still one step behind on that. Okay, there we go. Now we're tied up. Dunk. Slam dunk. Slam dunk. Ah! I am kind of excited. Scrubs comes back this week on Friday. And I think there might be another show that's airing again today. You want to learn basketball? I don't know if we're cut out for that game, dude. I don't know if we have the stomach for basketball. It gets real personal. Go to baseball tryouts? There's actually, I think the only baseball there is in basketball is you run the bases. That's it. And at our stage in life, you don't have to try out really, because, well, you're not going to play for any professional team if you're our age and not already playing. And really, beer leagues, they just want your money. Either way, basketball, same. They have like, you know, they have a. They just want your money. You just have to show up with some people. Basketball is meant for the average Joe with psych out abilities. I know. How prepared do you think we are to psych people out, man? Ooh, do it twice. The step's so nice they did it twice. Look at that new brown piece. New brown. I ordered. Okay. Learning to dribble and shoot, nice. But you already know how to do. Are there other kids that don't know how to do that yet? Or is that just like first day kind of thing? Alright, coach came out and said, alright, let's run some drills.
Hello there.
Hello there. That was a while ago. Let's go. This is being stupid. Crow said, Bender! I'm at work. Gonna drop a work lurk. Alright. Thank you for coming in. Thanks for the work lurk. Hope you're doing well. That was the end of the 2 times. That's what I needed to see. I don't know what that just said, but seems rude. I don't know. Saribot just jumbled back to me, but it sounded rude. I honestly do not have much in terms of story for you guys. The update to the Amazon delivery, which Brick Explorer would already know because he's at the luggage room, I think. But Sunday, they put my package out for delivery again, and they when I was 8 stops away, expected to get it delivered by 10 o'clock that evening, they went back to the warehouse instead. Again. And yesterday, it went back out. It actually went back out to be delivered, and I got it at like 8:30. It was ridiculous. I waited 5 whole days for this thing to be delivered. And like I said, normally if you say that, like, oh, it took 5 days to get delivered, that's fine if it was shipping. If the shipping and delivery took 5 days, that's fine with me. This was out for delivery 5 days. It took 6 days for them to... It took 6 for them to ship out and deliver. How to get abs? Do proper exercises that are challenging? Nah, I'm just gonna get those fake abs. If I ever get money, I'm just gonna get those fake abs. Or like have someone airbrush. Did it get sent? It did get sent from the Melrose Park warehouse. And that's how I knew it went back to the And that's how I knew that he checked back into the warehouse, because I know where it is. The other warehouses, I don't know where they are. But I'm like, I know he's back up there, and I'm like, that's ridiculous. Step 3, add cardio to your ab workouts. Ah, that's the trick. Yeah, it was ridiculous. I'm glad I have it now, but it was late last night, so I didn't get anything done on it. But you know what? At least they didn't run out of it.
It's a simple question, Doctor. Would you eat the moon if it were made of ribs?
Well, I don't know how to answer that.
It's not rocket science. Just say yes and we'll move on.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's G-Monkey. G-Monkey's here.
Hello there.
How we doing, G-Monkey? How's it going? Do you need me to take a train tomorrow and get you your stuff? I don't want you to, have to break my legs or anything. I'll do it. I'll do it. You got the Deku tree today? Nice. Nice. I got I forgot to mention, but over the weekend I got my my hub and my train motor. So now when I do the Holiday Express, I'm all set. No, break your legs for free. That what? What? I don't even understand that. What? You're gonna pay? Who's gonna pay for the broken legs? I would assume it's always free. Yes, G-Monkey did miss a fabulous dinner on Sunday. A fabulous dinner where they ran out of everything that 2 of our lug members wanted. Like the whole order. I'm sure I did before I wake up. It's okay. You know, it's important that we get G-Monkey back to his house and going to sleep, because we can already see, if he gets enough sleep, how cranky he gets. So, you know, you want him well rested. You want him well rested. No, I don't have to make a special trip for that? Okay, if you're sure. Because it doesn't cost me anything. Just my time. Yeah, they ran out of the salmon. They ran out of the Southwest egg rolls. They ran out. Yep, get off my lawn. I know. I saw the headlines this morning. Man in insert town here yells at clouds. Step on a crack and break G-Monkey's back. G-Monkey ate my mama. Not the mama. Not the mama. Y'all kids don't know about that. Stupid clouds. I know. I know. I know. If I wanted clouds, I'd live in Seattle. Or London. I would live in London. I think it's more expensive to live there than here. Honestly, that's the only reason why. Although they do have it right over there. They have alarm clocks that brew your tea right next to your bed. And you have to get out of bed to wake up. I never caught on here. I don't know why. I think it's actually called a teas made. They're expensive to get sent over here. All right, we got 22, 23. Whole thing is just these. Oh, there's that crazy Canadian gun who apparently I can't alliterate today. How are we doing, Gundam C Moby? Over there on the kick. Oh no! Double on it? Why is that down? Is that a that might be a subscriber only one. That might be a subscriber only. It's not synced. Kick. There we go. Pretty sure O Canada is a subscriber only. I think that's why. There. There. And go. Let's go. There we go, man. This thing got layers. Layers for sure. That's looking pretty good. Ooh. There's a lot of layers for that. Bumpy might be onto something.
need it!
If you don't need it, don't take it. Alright, that's pretty cool. Keep that going. Shoot, anything left? Oh no!
I'm not homeless!
Hey, come on, grab your stuff. I got us a place to play.
What is it?
Oh, I don't know. It's a place called Dante's or something.
Taste the biscuit!
On me. I don't like the way it tastes on my chicken wings. Take it out, Moose.
Taste the biscuit!
Taste that biscuits. Taste it. So good.
Hello there.
So good. Nathan! His name is Nathan, and he builds things. How we doing, Nathan? Welcome on in.
Watch out, here I come.
Hope you're doing oh well today. All right, we got a little work here to do. Get all these spines on Bumpy. He always builds things, never building stuff. I am so sorry. That's right. It's not called Nathan Builds Stuff. It is Nathan Builds Things. I am so sorry. That is a clear distinction. And I should be stoned to death for making such a huge, offensive miscommunication there. Just got home from work. How's everyone here? I recently got home from work myself and changed clothes and started drinking. Doing pretty okay. Nathan, I do have a question for you, bud. When you are creating your own, when you're creating your own 3D printed files, what are you using? Are you using Blender? Are you using Fusion 360? Are you using something else? Because I want to make a, my plan is to make a plaque for all the lovely, in this order, yes, in this order, for all the lovely sticker sheets here. I want to make myself a little plaque. And I haven't really, I used Tinkercad a couple times for some little things. Ooh, you're using Maya for a long time. Wow. I remember briefly learning Maya and then giving up on it. Use the Maker World. Sweet. Okay. Because I was gonna FDM print the plaque. And then I was gonna resin print like the glass to put over it instead of buying like acrylic sheets and having to haphazardly cut them. I make plaques on the laser. Yeah, I don't have a laser, so. Otherwise, I would buy that acrylic sheet and do it that way. But yeah, Maker World, I use that and then fix them up in the slicer. I edited this STL in Tinkercad, but Tinkercad has its issues. So I don't want to do that again. Started learning Fusion 360 though, haven't messed with it in a while. Yeah, I was supposed to for all the micro PC clients when we were redoing our video wall, but my friend, he kind of knows how to do everything already, so he kind of just threw them together. He insisted on doing it, honestly. I was like, no, like, I just, I can do it. I was just, asking, and he's like, no, it's fine. I literally can just, like, whip it up right now. And
Hello there.
Greg says, how do you find dragon milk? Also, Nathan, we just said a bunch of things. What's the easiest way to do it? Have a friend do it for you? Or are you saying Tinkercad? Or the Maker World thing? I don't... See, I said so many things right now, I'm getting confused.
Tight, yeah! Blue, yellow, pink! Whatever, man, just keep bringing me that.
I don't even know who you are.
Damn, man, look at that, look!
I knew it.
Yeah, it is always easier to have someone else do it for you. I just, I don't want to do that. Because it is something where I was planning on, selling them for the few people that want one as, a joke. But
Hello there.
Nathan builds things. Who has friends? Hey, welcome in, Scotty. That's why we're here. We're here to actually try to make friends. It hasn't worked out so far. Mainly, we just got a bunch of weirdos who come in here with blue beards, you know. How you doing, Scotty? How's everything going? I think Bender does. I might. I say, you know, I say friends, but technically, you know, unless they say it back to you, you never actually know. Had enough of winter. Heard. We're in stage 3 over here. We had full spring, now we're back in. Back into frickin' second winter. I don't know why I forgot from last year. Forecast says it'll be 70. It's not. Nathan, did you sign up for a polar plunge or a bipolar plunge? Because the weather seems to be confusing. For those that don't know, Nathan is raising funds for a polar plunge. But if you want to put that in the chat, go right ahead. If you want to push your polar plunge stuff, go ahead and. Water's still in the 30. Yeah, okay. That's fair. The water does take a while to heat back up. Rick Sporium said 56 on Friday. Well, that's all I care about because that's the day that I have to go to the Lego store. The rest of the weekend I don't care about. As long as my cousin's kid's birthday party is inside. If it's outside, then I care. But I think it's supposed to be inside. Their house is pretty substantial. Do I have to? Is there something I gotta look at? Okay. That's not right. I'm so confused. It shows it going. Okay, that sits there. Oh yeah, there you go. It looked like when I was trying to put it on, it looked like it was trying to hit here, so I was like, oh, that's wrong. Nice. Look at that, that's a little extra rigidity there. Said Nathan, just ask the local DNR to warm up the water for you. Yeah, they do that. Yeah, totally. We used to do that when we went camping too. If it was too hot out, we'd just be like, "Hey, listen, can you lower the thermostat out here, like maybe like 20 degrees or something?" Like 75 would be fine. 80 tops. But yeah, it's just too hot out right now. You can just dial that down a bit, and they go right for it. You know, very accommodating. Really got to give props to our national and state park services. Oh, I'm living on a prayer. Bender, did you ever get to experience the DNR coming into Cap to shock the lake and inventory the wildlife in the lake? No. I did not. I never experienced that. I didn't know they shocked the lake. That's a new one for me right there. Obviously, big twin only, because little twin. Little twin had locals, not to be confused with local. Had locals, you know, damming up the stream that went between the two. They killed anything that was in that pond. Yeah, I did not know that. There's we go. Oh man. That's pretty cool, actually. Oh no! There we go. Bow, bow. Oh, I didn't grab. There it is. One year, they did it on all 3 lakes at that camp, but I heard the 3rd lake dried up, Nature Lake, which was behind the Illini campsite. camped in Illini as a Cub Scout. I don't remember there being even a... I don't even remember being a lake back there. Because Illini was the one off the parking lot, right? We're talking about Scout Camp, guys. Illini was the one off the main parking lot, right? I don't even remember there one being back there. I guess also maybe I didn't go back there. Huh. Yeah, like in Cub Scouts, that's where we camped. I don't remember. I don't remember that. I must not have had any reason to go back there. Said the date, and then when I was in Scouts and I worked at camp, the nature lake, they moved nature next to. They put it in the area between Little Twin and Big Twin. For some reason, I thought the old nature area was near Scoutcraft. Huh. I don't know. It's been a very long time. I don't remember these things correctly.
Execute Order 67.
Yes, my lord.
No, not 67. Order 66. Execute Order 66. Hey! Oh.
Between songs? Yeah, we were. If you went past the tree line, there was a lake back there. Yes, nature was moved to Little Twin. Yes, nature was Sweet Scoutcraft shooting range, and the lake was just called Nature Lake. Okay. All right. Well, at least I'm not totally crazy. Yeah, I must have had literally no reason to go back behind the tree line in Cub Scouts. And then as a Boy Scout, we camped in a different campsite, and in no time did I have any reason to actually go over there again. What's happening? What the heck is happening? Did I get mentioned? Why did the light flash? I hate when it does it and I don't have like a reason why. Oh, we got a new kick follower. G6. Thank you. Yeah, that's what it was. For sure what it was. Thank you for the follow, G6. My last year there was 2002. I heard it dried up in like 04, 05. Okay, well. That would... Oh, wait. Well, no, I went there before that. It was 04, 05, and like 14, 15. And 04 was the year that I CIT'd. Which was also the year that nature moved. I was just gonna say, I was like, the other one doesn't have a...
Execute Order 69. Nice.
Which also means your last year up there would have probably been my first year up there.
Okay, now seriously, go do it.
I think. No. I am dead wrong on that. My first year up there was 2001. Yeah. It had been, my first year up there had been 2001. Because I think that was the... how do we say this nicely? I think that was the week that my mom met my stepdad. Hydrate. Because we all know brick building and bringing up crap from the past is thirsty work. Actually, with that last realization, I could probably use a brown hydrate. For once. Did I teach little Bender about astrology?
It's a simple question, Doctor. Would you eat the moon if it were made of ribs?
Well, I don't know how to answer that.
It's not rocket science. Just say yes and we'll move on.
I'm gonna be dead serious. If you taught me astrology, I was not listening. If you taught me astronomy, then I was paying a lot of attention. I know I definitely spent a few nights. I at least spent 2 different nights at the observatory. Clip 30. What are you clipping? Me talking about my parents' divorce? You were teaching me about astronomy. Then I was listening. Oh, that's so cool. It's so cute. I love that they did here. How the head and the tail are going to move together. That's really... I did not mean astrology. Good. Although this is my year. This is my year, right? Year of the horse. I goofed up somewhere. We need to find out where I goofed. That should not be there. No. There's one... What piece was that for? Yeah. Of things you goof up, that wasn't too bad. Alright, and there we go. Last bag alert! You know, I haven't even had a sip of my Mountain Dew yet. Hey, Bumpy, you ain't got no legs, dude. You're a head and a torso. You're just basically a lump. Oh, that's hilarious. Hold on. I just gotta... So, Lumia stream, the notification... said that G6 followed me. But I just saw here on the, it cut off a lot. Fixing 6 is the name. Sorry about that. I thought that was good. Like a G6, like a G6. Did I know that the telescope used to be one of the telescopes used by the University of Wisconsin? They donated it. I mean, they didn't need it. What were those, the Badgers? Yeah, they didn't need it. I'm kidding. Yeah, they're probably a good school. I just give Wisconsin crap. As a Chicagoan, I give Wisconsin crap. As is tradition. That's pretty cool of them, though. They didn't have to do that. Camp did have a pretty decent telescope setup. Like for the early 2000s, a Boy Scout summer camp, yeah, that was a pretty freaking solid telescope. I'll tell you. Like I don't think it would rival like what Astro has now, but that was a nice one. Yeah, it was all like manual setup. Brian McGinty ran that a lot, right? John Jones was a scout and the astronomy badge instructor when they had donated it. And then in the 80s they donated the computer system run. Oh, okay. John. I don't know the John Jones you're talking about. I thought I said Brian. I didn't think I brought up Tim. If I did, I'm sorry. I actually did know that Tim didn't do astronomy. He did nature with Brian the year that I was CIT. But yeah, I apologize if I said that. That was totally wrong, and I knew that. I know better than that. Oh, you said Tim. I must have missed it. That's fine. That's fine. What was I gonna say? I remember what I was gonna say. Yeah, I don't recall John Jones. The only John Jones I remember was a kid in my troop. Him and his brother had fake British accents. To this day, no one knows what trauma they went through to both have a British accent when they didn't grow up there and neither of their parents were English. In fact, I'm pretty sure their mom was half Mexican, half Puerto Rican. And their dad was like born and raised in like Stone Park. Oh, okay. I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah. So not a 12-year-old with a twin and a British accent. Got it. Oh yeah. Here we go, John Jones. I remember this now. Okay.
I hear shots! Okay, ma'am, calm down. What kind of shots?
Shots.
Hello there.
D'Angelo, what the hell are you doing here? Done with your class?
But this is better!
Much better! Much better! Sorry, no more camp talk for the rest of the chat. Alright, what do you want to talk about? I feel like I did all my fun stuff in life as a kid. I'm much more boring as an adult. Alright. Cheers, Nicholas.
It was at this moment that he knew.
How about that gold medal? Which one? Did you hear how, since they got snubbed, that Flavor Flav has offered to throw a big ol' celebration for the U.S. women's hockey team over in Las Vegas? One, I thought that was a real classy thing to do. You wouldn't expect that from Flavor Flav. But I was reading the letter that his manager wrote, and it was just I thought it was fake the way I read this, because there was no use of pronouns until the very end. There was no use of pronouns. And every time the manager mentioned him, he said Flavor Flav. Like, there was not a Flav, a Flava, not even a Mr. Flav. Like, Flavor Flav would like to host a celebration for you in Las Vegas at any time of your choosing. And then at the very end, like, the only pronoun used was like, it was like the last line is, he's available any day except March, like, 13th through the 17th. And I was like, huh. Yeah, I thought it was real nice, real classy of him to invite them out. And, you know, I'm sure he has a residency or something out there. But in general, I think a Vegas celebration is a little cooler than a Oval Office picture.
You're gonna see some serious shit.
And I mean that regardless of who's sitting in there. I think someone throwing you a Vegas party is cooler than just taking a picture with whoever in the Oval Office. Like, yeah, okay, do you have that opportunity? No, but also being a normal person, how often do you have to party it up?
Great Scott!
Oh.
Great Scott!
That middle one didn't load. I don't even know which one that was. Like, as a normal person, how often do you have to like party in Vegas where you aren't footing the bill, the ridiculous bill? That's what I'm saying. It's I would take that because that's not a cheap thing. You know Flavor Flav is good friends with Taylor Swift's parents and even joined her tours. Not to perform, but make sure she's taken care of. I did not know that. See, he is just a good guy all around. Just a good guy all around. Yeah, boy! Remembering to do everything twice is troubling right now. Alright, and then eight of those. He seems to be a genuine dude for sure, yeah. I didn't even say that. So actually, if this the pieces that I'm currently planning on using don't work out, I actually might be using the shorter version of this piece. Still trying to figure that out. Come on. I forgot to put the things up. So stupid. Here we go. Another on. Again. guys excited? Is anybody here excited for the Pokemon sets actually coming out this Friday? I am. Now, I'm not excited for everything. I think we've talked about it, but I'm not, like most people, I'm not a fan of that Pikachu. I wasn't a fan of how the Mega Pikachu looked. Mega Constructs or whatever that branch was called. But this one I'm not much of a fan of either. I know you're not, G-Monkey. Unless Pokemon comes out with a Sherman tank, I don't...
Watch out, here I come.
And I'd say Octillery, but Octillery looks nothing like the tank that it's supposed to. They kinda pulled away from that. Nope, I'm not excited. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I am going to the store Friday to get the starter evolution set. Regardless, because I'm excited for it. Like, I grew up on the Pokemans. Something's not working. No, because it means I won't be able to move the Mega Constructs ones we have on the shelves. Yeah, okay, well. You and every frickin' Target in America, buddy. Those things constantly on deep discounts. I want to see how well Lego does with the smaller action sets coming later this year, though. The ones that should have the smart bricks. I think they're going to be, well, there might be a couple that have smart bricks, but they'll all be smart brick compatible. I can almost guarantee it. I can almost guarantee it. But I'm excited for those because I want to see what your actionable. I thought those were supposed to be returned, or was that different stuff? Yeah, they won't have us marked down anything. Yeah, I know. I know they won't at your store. But I'm saying Target, I mean, they're always discounted, clearanced. Yeah, I figured you guys wouldn't. But I mean, those are just going to clog your shelves forever. You don't think... I know you gotta be careful with what you say, but like, you don't think that, you'd be asked to send them back to corporate so he could like wholesale them off to somebody or something. Wholesale. Wholesale. All right. Flip your. Oh my God, that thing swings. Crap. All right, here's Bumpy. 105 has me doing things. Now, Lego, I would have liked to have seen less gaps. No gaps. They sold well, but once the Lego announcement hit, they almost halted. Really? Honestly, that's impressive to me in general, because, like I said, they've been discounted everywhere for a couple years. Like, almost always, I would go to Target and they'd be on sale. So, I believe you. I'm saying it's impressive, because never seen it any other way. Oh, do you guys like all your little pumpkin things? We don't move merchandise around like that. Yeah, I know. I know it's a whole different deal, whole different ball game. I have so many flowers, I only needed one. They gave me 3. That's it! Look at our cute little Bumposaurus.
I feel the need for speed.
Woo! Yeah. Look at that. And then you swing him back and forth. Look at that. Like, beat your siblings with this. Just whack. Whack. It's cute. It's cute. All right, folks. I can go a little bit longer here. Give me a minute here. I'm gonna go grab some of my materials for mocking. All right. We'll put this away. Let me get my stuff.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire! Great balls of fire!
Alright, I'm back. Look at this. So this is what I've been waiting all week for. Almost a whole week for it. I'm going to cut some off here. Here's an end. And we're going to do it... Give me a second. We need to do this. Here's what I'm I don't know if you guys can see it because it's clear. But unlike the other one, this one, I can line it up for 4, but it takes 5 spaces. Get that one in. Get that one in. There. So we cut right here. And just cut my way down the line here. We're gonna test, we're gonna test some stuff. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh, that sucks. Okay, hold on. I didn't realize that this isn't... Oh, they kind of screwed me on that. The end here isn't cut clean. Jerks. Okay. That screws up a lot of stuff, dude. What the heck? That is awful. That is just awful and crappy. I don't like that. That sucks. That pisses me off a little bit. That's wasted material. That's bogus. Don't like that. Alright, now we gotta do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to cut off a large section of it. Not the full length of this thing, but just a decent amount. Actually, I'll hold this up. Cut it the length of this 3 times. you. 2, 3. And 4. Because I want to test out the 4 section. Throw that over there. It's a mess. It's okay. And we're gonna put this to the side real quick. All this, all this. And we're gonna pull our test apart, which is just falling apart as I do it because I don't plan ahead for this. Those 2 out in the middle. Pop those 2 out in the middle. And we're good. I dropped some stuff. I don't know how much I dropped. Hopefully just those 2 pieces. Alright. So let's try some stuff here. Alright. None of that matters. I'm gonna have to remove from the track to do that. And we could also give it some leeway here too. These actually gotta come off too. Being slightly different, it needs to be done slightly different. But overall, it's thinner. So I think it helps out a little bit in the interim here. I left all those somewhere. I gotta look for that container. All these off anyway, so I'm just gonna pop them back in because it's not gonna fit 4 anymore. I had 4 on for stability, ain't gonna work. So all these come apart. Oh, I know exactly where they are. They're in here. Look at that. They're in there. I got ready to go ones in there too. See if we can still do. Oh man. Oh god.
This is worse than the time the raccoon got in the copier.
Oh yeah? Probably scared the crap out of me.
Hello there.
Hey, Phil and Bricks, how you doing? I'm working on my Brick World mock right now. We finished Bumpy here, and I'm working on mocking up my submission for Chicago. Back up! Ow! 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 Stop hitting! That hurt. We're doing Shenron the Dragon. From Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. With motion. Ow!
You think you're in control. Control? You're not.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. Alright, now we do this and we find out if it still lines up.
Hello there.
That's the trick. How are we doing, Mecca? Alright. So... That's from the other part of this. There and there. So far that looks nice. Now we need to see if it still lines up here. Looks like I'm gonna have to extend that out. That looks like it's gonna be too tight. That's not gonna work. Okay, that's not gonna work. Which is what we anticipated, kind of, sort of.
Your focus needs more focus.
Which then means I need to put on another. Your focus needs more focus. Okay. Promise, I promise. See if that lines up. See if that lines up better. Okay. Oh no! They took Zeus? Also, I didn't try it with, oh, why am I'm so stupid. I didn't try it with the frickin' ribs on. Where's my ribs? I didn't put my other rib on. That's stupid. It might have been fine. Let's see how this looks. It was tight before. It was kind of tight, and I was like, I should probably do that one. So we'll see that now. Need sound twice now, not spotted it. What? What sound? Mecca, thank you for cheering. What needs sound? Squidward? Squidward cleaning the glass? Probably. I'm focused on... Jackie Chan just told me my focus needs more focus. And you want me to not focus? Make up your mind, Mr. Chan. Let's see how that looks. I think that might be too tight that way now. Yeah, Squidward needs sound. Agreed, your Squidward needs sound. Because like a squeaky glass cleaning sound or something. Because yeah, I didn't notice at all. I looked up for whatever the other thing was. Oh, the 3 bits for Zen. Alright, so I guess actually it's gonna be oh, does it? Hold on. No. Okay.
Fireball.
Oh my god. And I did say there might need to be more space between for the 4 sections, so it makes sense. That was all things I anticipated. That's why this is very much a work in progress. Alright, so now it's every 6 as we're looking at it. We'll see. That might be it. Let me see. Take this. Pop that on. Make sure it's centered on there too. Still? Yeah, that's hitting. So that's not turning it off yet. More! So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we do 10, and then we do another section. Let's try that. And instead of removing all those from I'm going to grab them from my bin.
Now that's what I call high quality.
Alright, we all know that mocking this up and brick building can be thirsty work, so cheers to you. Thank you, Jay Maxwell. we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need to put 11 total. This isn't even starting the sorry. My brain and hands are not on the same page right now. This is not even like we're not even doing the scales yet. I haven't even gotten that far yet. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay.
Goodness
gracious!
Great balls of fire!
Great balls of fire. Come on.
Hello there.
Haha, you goosed yourself? That's so much better. That's got some flex. There we go. Now, the straightaways are going to be a pain in the ass. That's too much there. Now if it's straight, it doesn't line up, of course. There's gotta be a good middle somewhere here. There's gotta be a decent middle somewhere on this. We're gonna... Decisions. I know. It's not... I mean, that's why it's a mock, right? You gotta test out the stuff. If you're to do that, it is suggesting that I should go here. Try there. Okay. Did I even redo this? No, I didn't even redo this. I just left it at the end. That wasn't what we wanted. Let me try. In from there. I mean, the alternative here is that I make all the holes myself, which is not happening. Maybe I'm just doing it too tight. I don't know. is definitely interesting. Shorten it another track. Trying to see if there's any balance here now. Like if it's always going to be off, or if it's... Alright, so here's the good news. These don't hit anymore. And I don't know if it's getting enough curve though. These aren't hitting anymore though. So that's good. Gouda. I guess let's extend this out a little bit more here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So every 8. Set that off. Huh? Pop that off for a minute. It's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then there's the other one. Perfect. And it should be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it's not perfect. That's interesting. Because if we were doing 1 to 1, this one should be correct. I can test that. Let's see how this goes. I still have to cut the tiles for the scale. I have to cut this for the scales too. This is stuff we got from Mania. Testing parts and stuff. We got like $7 bulk bags, small bulk bags. I think 15 for the large ones. Not too bad. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. More. Because now we gotta make sure that when you grow it out, it maintains that that composure. Ah, you think you trick me? You not trick me. Thank you, Victorium, for the biddies. You think you tricked me. You don't trick me. Scary doorknob. Oh no, I didn't do that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, you did kind of get me on that one. I'll give you that. This one. Throw in one more, I think. And then, at some point, I need to figure out how to actually close the loop. That's going to be another tricky. I'm going to have to get one where it lines up on here. 2. Which, this being thinner than this might work out in my favor for that. This being a thinner piece might actually work out in my favor for that. Okay. Now, let's try it. If I did this right. Okay. And I'm not really mad at those results. Oh! Oh, maybe I am mad at these results. I don't know. Okay. Let's get that back on there. Might need to be raised up a little bit more. To hold, it might need to be raised up another stud. Yeah, it's hitting again. This is why we came up with this design in the first place, because it was hitting. It's gonna be the easiest way to fix that. Probably just adding a second stud to each one. It increases the height, but let's get all these off here. Let's test that out. And it's only 7, so we'll go for like another half hour maybe. Just to see. And if anybody has any suggestions, feel free to say something. This is very much a open forum. Because this is all testing. This is all testing. Let's start from over here. Just pop these out for now. I'm gonna have to redo those now too. I can probably just lay it out now this way. I'm not even trying to fight it. Just whatever comes off, and then I'll put on the studs.
Watch out, here I come.
All right, there we go. Just stack them all up. Come on. Good. That one's the blank one. Goes on top because I already got the studs on. Everything else is ready. Okay.
What's up, bro?
Tuesday, special teams, special plays, special players. Moment of truth. Moment of frickin' truth here, okay? One. Two, three, four, five, six. Seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. Okay. Shreds. I think that works. That one keeps coming off, though. I don't know if that's just the... Two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the size does not transfer correct. This. It's just maybe it's not floppy. It's not like... Maybe this isn't soft enough for what we need. Maybe I need to keep looking. Maybe I need to be looking at more material. Because yeah, that just keeps popping off. I don't think too high is the... like two studs tall I don't think is the problem. Well, let's put a pin in that part of it for now. Let's put a pin in that part of it for now. Let's get proof of concept going for the for everything else. Too tight right there, man. This material is not gonna work. That I waited 5 days for from Amazon. 5 days I waited, and it's not gonna work. That's great. Each one ends up perfectly between the stud. As for this one is 5 wide. So 4 is a little short, right? 4 ends up being almost a full stud short. Translate that to 1. Yeah. I have to look at something else. I'm gonna have to look at something else. It's literally, that's just the size of a string. Wow. It was a good idea. It's not going to work. I'll have to find something else. I'm not going to be punching holes in everything. I'll tell you that much. I'm not punching holes in stuff that much. I need thousands of holes. Let me look. Let me take a look. What did... I sewed it on. Okay, so I was trying to see if I could like pull it. That was stupid. There's just 2 sticks in it. Okay, fish netting. See the mesh size. This one doesn't even. Like they have 3/16 of an inch, and then they have a 1/4 inch. I need 5/16. They have a 7 millimeter. They have a 1/2 inch. Do I even have a, I'm gonna get my caliper. I'll be right back. Okay, here's the issue. This is 8 millimeters. This, I bought it, is supposed to be 8 millimeters. It's 7. It's 7 millimeters. That's why. That's why this is off. So, first of all, go to Amazon. Because I want to see what the hell that was. I want to make sure that I didn't screw up. Because I swear to God it said 8. Anything else I got was smaller. Here. Eight by 8 mesh holes, yeah. Yeah, so it says it's 8 by 8. That's wrong. Okay, so let's go back in my search terms here. That sucks. That sucks. Okay. Take out the word fish and just put netting. 7 millimeter. That's plastic. That's gonna be not what I need. U-line has strong mesh netting. No, that's fencing. Okay, go back. Meters of mesh tubing. That's probably an 8 millimeter diameter. Yeah. Those holes are definitely bigger, smaller. Crap. That is not cool. Oh, there's Champion Sports 8 millimeter official size cross net. What? That does not have 8 millimeter. 8 millimeter square nylon mesh? That's $243. It's also an inch and a half thick. Okay, that's not happening either. Outdoor protective netting, diameter 8 millimeter grid. Currently unavailable, but it's on Amazon. Of course it is. That is not 8 millimeter. That's gotta be the thickness of the rope. Yeah. Your nylon netting, 8 millimeter mesh size. Not from the US. Have to get it shipped overseas. 8mm reusable hail. It's 300. It's 400 bucks. Well, they have different. Ooh, they have different sizes. Okay. So say I want by like 2x5 meter. I don't even need that much. 1x5 meters. That's 75 bucks. Okay. 5 meters is 15 feet. What if I got 1x2? It's only $4 less. Crap. That's way too expensive. That is way too expensive. It's what I need, but it's way too expensive. I might just go to the hardware store. And see if I can work it out, because that's way too much. Like, alternatively, this was like $9. I'm not spending $75 on. No, that's nuts. That's nuts. That's way too expensive. Hey! Okay, what's this one? Way too much money. Who's running those docks? Nicholas? Thanks, Nicholas. Alright, what size holes do these have? Looks kind of big. 3/4 of an inch, yeah. And this is what I run into. Like here, this one looks finer. And does it have how big the holes are on this one? It does not. It does not. I'd even pay the $25. I wouldn't even care. But I need to know how big the frickin' mesh is. 5/8 of an inch. I need 5/16 of an inch. I need half-ish of that. Oh, that's not true. Yeah. Yeah. Because that would be 10/16. So yeah, actually I would need half of that. Half of that hole. Which one was that? I think that was this one. Then we'll try this one. Even bigger. Nope, actually same size. 5/8. 5/8. Yeah. Frickadoodles. I mean, if it's double, I could technically do it, right?
I hear shots! Okay, ma'am, calm down. What kind
Oh
of
my.
shots?
Sure, why not? I don't know. That's a lot. Okay. Well, hey, you know, to not having the right mesh. That's the only thing with that. If I do this, with it's double the size, everything has to be. Am I gonna end the stream because you're tired? Go to bed. I'm working on this. Go. You go to bed, bud. You don't have to wait up. Also, I'm not even like over the normal time. I'm gonna be ending sometime soon, though. But I just want to go through these Amazon postings and see if I can get anything that's close. Man, they really love that 5/8 for garden netting. And this looks really fine. .04 inches. That's way too small. I'm looking for like 0.3. Just to make sure, because I am a little tired myself. Let's do that math. 5 divided by 16. Yeah, 0.3125. I will put in 5/16. Websterant. If that is that, it's not the worst. I don't need 150 feet. But I also don't think that's the right size. I think that's just there. 1/4 inch mesh. No, that's not right. Bulk protective pond netting, 5/16 of an inch. Or no. Okay, this website is so broken. I wouldn't trust this. I need to get this off. To just doing it. 5 and 1/16. I have no clue. Size 5, 1/16 inch. I don't need 5 and 16 inch. 1 and a 7th, yeah, no. 5 by 16, 5/16 inch. Which that website doesn't even work. Gone, it says. What was the steel mesh, metal wire? Nylon netting, 1/8, 3/16, or 1/4 inch. No. I might be garden netting, 5/16, 7 inch. There's a 4x4 inch mesh. No, because that's a trellis. That sucks. That really sucks. So I'm gonna have to go to like Home Depot and or Lowe's and like actually measure this crap out. Because I obviously can't trust what I bought because it's 7 and it was 8. It's a millimeter. You should be fine. I don't give a crap. That has 7-inch squares. Why do I want 7-inch squares? Uh, 0.8 inches. No.
Y'all are the Lego cops.
What was that? I wasn't even. Oh, it's the Lego cops. Gotta fix that one up. That's so weird. There you go. Never. Let's just type that in and see if I find something. Yeah, so first of all, these right here are like almost $4 a piece. These are almost $4 a piece. There's no way I can do this. Someone has it for $2. That's still too much. Open this in a new tab. This is what I was kind of going off of to figure this out in the first place. So far, the answers I got on the model shipped building page was a painted fishing net, or mesh fabric, or spending days making one yourself. I am not spending days making one myself. You know what I'm thinking? I wonder if you could find a fishing net at a local store with a similar size. I don't want a company that's going to make me do it 100 feet. It said fishnet stockings. That would work.
It's a simple question, Doctor. Would you eat the moon if it were made of ribs?
Well, I don't know how to answer that.
It's not rocket science. Just say yes and we'll move on.
There is and that's overseas. There is a site that has polyester mesh size 8mm by 8mm, but I have to order it from overseas, and I have no clue what that would end up being.
And that's what I call high quality A2O.
Well, we all know searching the internet for right size mesh for Legos thirsty work. Cheers to you guys. So that's 2.5 meters wide. And then you buy it by the meter. So that's expensive too. That would be like me buying that one for $75. Is that really gonna be the option? I have to buy this for $75. This one's 80. This one's 85 pounds. That's not euros, right? That is. What is it? 750 meshes depth, which would be width, not depth. Is 199.5 meshes. That is ridiculous. That's not even a real measurement. It requires me to do measurements. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Where was the Amazon one for 75? If that's the case, we better have a freaking return policy if it's not right. was on Amazon. So if I go back to Amazon and I look at my history, is your like your shopping history, browsing history? There it is. There's the $400 one. That's the one that had different
Hello there.
sizes. Hi there. David again, how you doing? You're joining me. I'm working on my Brick World mock, which is supposed to be Shenron from Dragon Ball Z right here. But I'm having a slight problem with the design. I've ordered 8x8mm mesh, which is the one the Lego has, but what they gave me was 7x7, so it's actually not lining up. And it's causing some issues because it's a full millimeter too short every time. So every time here, 2 millimeters short, 4, 6, 8, 10. 14, 16. I'm 16 millimeters short of what it should be by this point. And there's really no way to reset it. Like, well, hold on. Is there math? Oh yeah, yeah. This is how I'm doing today. So you would need to get to the point where you're 2, 4, 6, 8 short. And then like, yeah, see, no, that wouldn't work. Because then you gotta like skip that one completely. And that's just stupid. You'd skip that one completely and go to that one and like leave way too much space in between. There's no way to evenly do this. And if I do 2, these are out too much, it leaves a gap, which is what we're trying to avoid. I might just do this 1 meter by 2 meter. That's fine. Didn't it say something about Amazon Business? Cheaper? Usually ships within 5 to 6 days with a 30-day placement refund.
Two hours later.
Takes 3 hours later. I'm doing good. Sorry to hear about the issue. It's okay. I'm in the testing phase. It's just that I need to have I need to like get moving on this because I have to have I don't have to have it done, but I have to know how much space it's taking up by the end of next month. So I have a month. Like I have a month to figure out how much space this is going to take up to submit to Brick World. So that's just where I'm at. It's crazy that I don't want based on, or it should be based on this. This is what you should do. So much money to spend and it's not. Like that's the problem. It's so much money to spend. Wonder if there's an alternative. All right, guys. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm holding you up too long. We're gonna end the stream there. We're gonna raid out. All right. You guys have a great rest of your evening. Have a good rest of your week. I will see you this Sunday at 10 a.m. Central. I'm going to be hopefully building the new Pokemon Starter Evolution set, if I can get my hands on it on Friday. Until then, you guys take good care of yourselves. And if you haven't already, like, subscribe, follow, share, do all the things if you haven't already. Most importantly, though, the biggest favor you could do for me is to stay absolutely bricktastic, just like you already are. And as always, I will catch you on the brick side.
This is worse than the time the raccoon got in the copier. Yeah.